Hi there, Mrs. Ehlke here, along with
Ian,
who is
9.
right. Today, Ian and I decided to paint a picture using acrylic paints. You can get these paints from any craft store, or also Walmart is a good place to get them. And we had a request from one of our friends in Michigan to do a purple dragon painting. So here is what we came up with. I decided to make my dragon purple like the request, and Ian went with
Red, because it's evil.
red and orange. He wanted an evil looking dragon, and of course Ian said we had to have some fire coming out of the mouth. So here's our tutorial on how to paint a dragon using acrylic paint. It was kind of fun because we actually just started with the letter S, as you can kind of see, and then turned it into a fun dragon shape. So follow along and see if you can make a super cool fire-breathing dragon similar to the ones that we made. All right, have fun, and please share your pictures of your dragons on our Facebook page. All right, thanks so much for watching and enjoy painting. All right, I am here with Ian, and today we are going to work on a dragon. Ian's dragon's going to be red and orange, so I got him those two colors, and then mine is going to be two different shades of purple. We have yellow, and we'll use a little bit of orange for fire, and then the white and the black will be for some other little details later. So your dragon, whatever colors you want to use, those would be the ones you put on your little plate. I'm using acrylic paint, which looks like this. It's just a craft paint, so this is the type of paint that we're using. We're starting off with a bigger brush, a flat brush, and we're going to start with the darker of the two colors. We're going to get some paint on our brush, and I'm going to start off just by making the letter S. I want to start in kind of the top part of my page, and I want to make the top part of my S a little bit smaller, and then the bottom part of my S is going to be a little bit bigger. So go ahead, Ian, and see if you can make an S.
Should I do red or orange?
So use red, because that would be the darker of the two colors.
Okay.
So nice S on the page. Now on the front of the S, I'm going to make kind of like the letter V. So it's gonna just open up and almost like a snake mouth right now is what it's gonna look like. So it's gonna have, this is gonna be the head of the dragon. So I'm just making a letter V. This will be where the mouth is open, and of course where the fire will be coming out. Okay, I'm going to add a line that kind of goes up like this right above where the head opens, and I'm going to make it rounded on the top. This is going to be kind of where the eye is going to go, so I want it to be almost like a U shape upside down, and then I'm going to fatten up the top part of the V like this, and then add another U shape on the end of the nose like that. That'll be where his nose hole is. Okay, good. All right, now the dragon's body is super skinny, so we definitely want to give him a little bit more meat to his body. So I'm going to use my brush on the side here, and I'm going to just widen the neck of the dragon, give him a little bit more neck. Okay, he's still looking kind of more snake-like than dragon-like. I'm going to really widen him up in the belly here, because that would be probably the thickest part of his body. So I'm going to really kind of balloon this part out to make him look a lot thicker. And then it'll get skinny again by the tail. So kind of really push his belly out towards the front here. And then when you get to the tail, tail, we want it to be pretty thin again. The tail can really wrap or go wherever you want. So if you want to keep kind of the S form, we can just leave it going up like this. And then we've got kind of a nice starting shape for our dragon. Okay? Now I'm going to start adding some other color to my dragon. So I'm not going to rinse off my brush. I'm just going to go ahead and switch to my lighter color. For me it's lighter purple. For Ian it would be orange. So go ahead and just dip right into your lighter color. And I'm going to start right where the S gets fat. And I'm going to add my lighter color kind of to the front of my dragon here. And this is giving the dragon a lighter belly. Usually when you see dragons depicted, their belly is a little bit lighter than their back. So I'm adding this light streak to the front part of my dragon so that he's got a nice light belly. I'm also going to do a thinner line, so I may use just closer to the tip of my flat brush because I do want it to come up on the neck some too, but I don't want it to be quite as wide. So I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way up to the head, give a lighter form to my dragon. Okay. Next, I'm going to make sure that my light kind of blends right into my dark so that there's not that space here. So see if you can kind of curve it in so that it hits your dark, and then I would make your dark kind of come up a little bit more. So maybe go back in with your dark red and add more to your dark so that it kind of curves up. And see if you can maybe add some red right here so it looks like your orange and red just go right into each other. Alright, while we've got the darker color on our brush, I'm also going to add some lines that go across the light color that we just did. So I'm just going to make these cute little lines like this that go across the belly to give that little detail to the dragon. So add some lines to your front. The nice thing about making dragons is that we don't really know what dragons would look like. They can look like so many different things, and so it's really kind of fun to play with different shapes. All right, should we give our dragon wings, do you think, Ian? And maybe some triangles on its back? Let's do the triangles first. I'm going to switch back to my light color. I'm not rinsing off my brush at all. I'm just going back and forth between colors. And we'll add little triangles on the back of our dragon, so kind of all along you can do these little triangle shapes. If it helps to switch to a smaller brush, you could, but usually if you just kind of use the point of your flat brush, you can get some nice size triangles. Sometimes it helps just to go zigzag like this all the way down and then fill it in with paint afterwards. Zigzag, zig, zag. Going in and filling in all my shapes now. The little triangles. This gives the dragon some character. Super cute. I don't know, my dragon doesn't look too scary yet. We'll have to give him some fire or something to make him look a little scarier. Okay. Are those all the spikes you're going to add? You'll leave the tail empty? Alright. For the wings of the dragon, I start with an M, or like an upside down V, I guess you'd say. So I'm going to go like this and like this for a wing. It's kind of like just a mountain or an upside down V. And I'll do one line that goes straight down too, like that, in the middle. Yep, I can do it that way too. And then I'm going to make a curve connecting each of those lines. 1, 2. Fill it in with whatever color. Maybe I'll use my lighter color to fill in the wing. This is a pretty tiny wing for a pretty big dragon, but you know, it's just a cartoon or a drawing. Should we give our dragons arms and legs maybe? That would kind of help him. Ian says yes. All right, I'm gonna give the dragon pretty little arms. They don't need very big arms, so I'm just gonna do a little stick like this coming out of the front of his body, and then 3 little fingers, maybe just 2 little fingers. There's his little arm. It's cute. And then the legs can be a little bit bigger. I'll start down here, and I'm just gonna make a circle first. That's kind of along the bottom part of his body. Then I'm gonna make a line that comes out of the circle. It's actually kind of a triangular shape that comes out of the circle. It's gonna bend back here because he's flying. Looks like a backwards L now. Yep. And then I'm gonna make his little feet kind of like that. So just 3 little shapes for his feet. If you wanted to, you could make another little arm poking out the other side, like so. And the same thing with the leg. We could add another leg that's just kind of hiding in the back. It should be kind of the same shape as the other one, just a little bit behind or in front of it. So that's kind of an optional step. All right, my dragon now looks like he's flying. We're gonna get some details on the face. I don't want to do little details with this big brush, so I'm going to switch brushes and move to a smaller size. This is just a round brush that we can use to make some of the smaller details. The first thing I'm going to do is get some orange and maybe mix it with a little bit of yellow to make it a little bit lighter. And I'm going to make the fire that's coming out of his mouth. I'm going to do kind of this pointed shape like that to start off with. And then I'm going to switch to yellow to add some extra little flames coming out off of the orange. Usually fire is darker in the middle, and then as it gets towards the tips, it's a little bit lighter. So I'll add a little bit more yellow coming out of it like that. So he's got some nice fire coming out of his mouth. Nice. Then I'm going to wipe off my brush and switch to some white. I'm going to make an eye right in that first little part bump that we made on the head with the white. I'm also going to use just a little bit of white on the body to kind of highlight some of the tummy, to make it stand out a little bit more, just for kicks. You can also use it to highlight, like maybe my leg is kind of hard to see, so I'll add a little bit of white to the top of my leg. You could add a little bit to the tops of the wings, just to give a little bit of highlights to the top of the neck. Doesn't need much paint. Okay, then I'm going to switch to some black, and I'm going to do an eyeball in the middle of the eye that we just made. I'm going to do a nose hole with black, and then depending on if you want your dragon to be angry or happy, if I want my dragon looking a little bit more angry, I can give it kind of an angry eye because he's not happy, he's breathing fire. Once we have black on the brush, we can also add a couple details in black, like you could go maybe under where your legs are, or just kind of add a little bit of lines under the body. Some extra little details to show where the dragon might be, needs a little bit more detail. And then the dragon also needs some teeth, of course, because he wants to, blow his fire and then maybe eat whatever he is going after. So I'm going to wipe off the black of my brush and go ahead and add a little bit of teeth over the top of the fire, because the fire is coming out of the middle of his mouth, so the teeth would still be visible. And you can just throw in some teeth like that. And that's really it. You can add, other details if you want. Maybe you want your dragon to have polka dots. So sometimes I like to do that by using the other side of my brush. Let's say I wanted my dragon to have some yellow polka dots. I could just get my brush dipped in yellow and throw a couple of polka dots on him, or stripes or whatever, to kind of decorate your dragon, make him look unique. That is about it for painting a fire-breathing dragon. This painting idea was a request from some friends of ours in St. Joseph, Michigan. This is from one of the Faith girls, so thank you so much for giving us this request. And if anyone else has any ideas of things that they would like us to paint, please let me know on my Facebook page, and I would be glad to add it to our list of things that we would like to try. All right? Hope you enjoyed this, and please feel free to subscribe to our channel to get more fun videos like this one.